On this episode of Hill City Happenings, we visit the Lynchburg Museum and get a tour of the Virginia 10-miler exhibit. Also, we get a recap of the historic moments that happened in the month of August. Coming up next. I'm your host, Shaquille Cook, and this is Hill City Happenings. This year makes 50 years that the Virginia 10-miler has been taking place. And to commemorate, the Lynchburg Museum has put together an exhibit to showcase the rich history. Let's take a look.
As you know, this year is the 50th running of the Virginia 10-miler, so with a big anniversary like that, we wanted to highlight that and celebrate that history. So that was really the impetus behind it, and we worked pretty closely with the organizers for the Virginia 10-miler, and then of course the Lynchburg Roadrunners Club, and they're really a big part of making this happen as well. There's artifacts from the earliest days of the race, so back from the 1970s. We have some newer artifacts so you can kind of see how things have evolved throughout the race's history. Another really special thing we have is all of the first 49 t-shirts worn by runners for the races. So anybody who's run in a race knows getting that t-shirt is a big part. It's part of the memories you make, so having those all as a collection together is pretty special as well. A lot of them came from some of the race organizers as well as members, long-standing members of the Lynchburg Roadrunners Club. The t-shirt collection is something that is on loan from Leslie McFadder. She is part of the race organization and the Lynchburg Roadrunners Club, and her father Frank actually ran the first 30 10-milers, and she runs the 10-miler. Other members of her family do. So she has a very special place in her heart for that, and she has all of these t-shirts that she has preserved through these years. Another cool artifact we have is from the Barney family. They were a host family for international runners during the early years of the 10-miler. They loaned us a winged foot trophy that was the team prize trophy for the 1979 10-miler. So the English team, they had this trophy that they just won, but it was a little bit big to fit in a suitcase, so it stayed here in Lynchburg, so we're able to display it as part of this exhibit. Well, it'll be up through the end of October, so there's time to come and see it. I hope many people will. We will have another First Friday event for the beginning of September on the 6th at 5 p.m. and that will be with Brett Bowman, who has just finished writing a book on the 50-year history of the 10-miler. I think the fact that they're celebrating 50 years says a lot about the strength of the race, the passion that people have put into it, and really the community around it. Like I've mentioned, it's generations of people who have been involved. And so it really has been a community measure. You see it in the runners, you see it in the people who come out to watch and support the race, who make it all possible. And so I think community is one of those threads that really ties it all together. I think that this history is not just for people who love running, it's for people who love history. It's really an amazing story, and it's such a big part of Lynchburg's history as well. So we would love to have anyone from Lynchburg, anyone from anywhere to come, and yeah, we'd be very glad to have you.
From cooking classes to disc golf world championships to a 700-foot water slide. So many amazing things have happened here in the city of Lynchburg in the month of August. Let's get a recap of some of these amazing events. GLTC started August off with a bang, hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the launch of their new Flex Microtransit.
Well, so this is something that we've been working for a long time. GLTC has been in the Lynchburg area through its predecessors since 1880, so we've seen a lot of change. And this is something that we're hoping will allow us to both better serve our customers as well as to make sure that we're being as fiscally prudent with dollars as we can be. So we're hoping to take some of the funds that we save from this service and use those to increase the service on our other routes. For people that don't have a smartphone, they still have the ability to call in and we can book a trip for them. But we're encouraging people to use the app because it's a lot easier to get the information. You can actually track where the vehicle is, and it'll give you updates when you're going to get picked up, and it just makes it a little bit more convenient. But we have options for everyone.
The Lynchburg Public Library held a special cooking program with Chef Candace Vincent. Members of the community enjoyed learning and watching Chef Vincent make a home-cooked meal and even had the opportunity to give it a taste.
Today was a great day, great turnout. It was very fun. I'm just glad to be able to connect with my community and just to show, everyone what I love to do and what I do on a daily basis. And looking forward to doing it again.
The Professional Disc Golf World Championships came to Lynchburg at the Ivy Hill Golf Course. Hundreds of the world's best professional disc golf players competed throughout the rounds to become champion. This event hosted thousands of spectators from all over the world. Evelina Solomon was crowned champion for the Women's Pro Open, and Isaac Robinson was crowned champion for the Mixed Pro Open. Members of the community had some fun in the sun at the Hill City Slide. This 700-foot slide stretched on Church Street between 12th and Washington Street. Community members took advantage of this historic moment in the city of Lynchburg and found a cool way to slide out the summer season. Well, that wraps up this episode. Till next time, I'm your host, Shaquille Cook, and this is Hill City Happenings.